Now, natural factor is one of the factors affecting the supply curve. Now, this one particular factor implies that weather conditions have a direct impact on the availability of particular goods or supply, in this case in economics. Whether if the impact is negative or positive, it can do both. Meaning to say is that it can have advantages and disadvantages on the producers. Now, for example, in agriculture, natural conditions have effect in a positive way. Now, meaning to say is that it can cause raining, as I said, in agriculture, which can grow crops and have more efficient and more effective in the crops growing and sell more, which is beneficial since there are more profits, and when there are more profits there are more money for revenue, the yearly revenue, and the producers can like use that money to fix maybe economic problems. So yeah, that's the reason why natural conditions can also cause advantages for the producers. Now, as in a negative way, drought is a great example. It can make crops grow less, or even worse, it can kill it, causing the farmer or the producer to produce less of these and sell less, which can lead to many economic problems due to not having enough profit or money from selling these crops if they die or they don't have enough. Now, I'm going to let the others of the member in this group to present their presentation in this natural factors.
Now that Nanny gave you a brief and understanding explanation of natural factors affecting the supply curve, I will be giving you guys an example. A drought decreases the supply of agricultural products, which means that at any given price, a lower quantity will be supplied. But if it's a good weather, for example, a good weather increases the supply of agricultural products, which means that at any given price, a higher quantity will be supplied. Now, Agrim's gonna explain or give more information about natural factors affecting the supply curve.
Hi guys, I'll be talking about how natural factors affect the supply curve. Okay, so let's start. Example, we have good weather and in the farms, and if there's good weather in the farms, the more supply will be transferred to the retailer, and if there's more supply to the retailer, more restaurants and people will buy. More people and restaurants will buy the, the crops or the food or the fruits, and the people, and when the restaurant buys, people tend to go to the restaurant a lot, so people also go here to eat, and because the people buy a lot, spend a lot of money, the global the GDP goes up, and since the GDP goes up, the government's rich, and then the economic rate goes up, and because of that, they make more farms, and there's a cycle. But taking the note, it's not only the restaurants and the food that and the crops that affect the natural factors. It can be factories and other stuff. In factories, example, there are rats in the supply or something, so it'll affect the curve. Let's talk about if there's bad weather. What will happen if there's a bad weather? If there's bad weather, there will be less supply, and then because of that, not many supply will go to the retail store, and because of that, restaurants and people wouldn't be able to buy a lot of it, and because of that, the prices of the food in restaurant will go up since there is very less supply. The price will go up, and then the people would have less food to eat, and it'll be harder for them to get the food or the fruits. But because there's less supply, the GDP will go down since not much of the products are getting bought, and because of that, economic rate will go down too, because the GDP is going down too, and because of it, less farms will be built, because since they have no money left, and because of that, farms will go down and down and down and end. And this is not the only reason. The weather is not the only reason it affects. It can be other stuff as floods, volcanic eruptions, and other stuff.